Here at Ebenezer, we exist to make disciples who love God, love people, and make disciple makers.
And we are so glad that you've joined us this morning, whether you're in person or online. Thank you for joining us this morning.
I'm Brent Gilstrap. I'm the pastor here at Ebenezer United Methodist Church. I also teach physical education at Jackson County Comprehensive High School.
Declares your majesty, you are holy, holy, Lord of heaven and earth.
Talking about my holy discontent, that's kind of the name I've given it, is when I was brought up in the church, and all through my early childhood and teenage years, I would experience church. And then when I accepted my call into the ministry, which was at a very young age of 17, and then experienced my first church as far as being the pastor at age 19. And what I saw was this discontent and this disconnect between what I read in the New Testament about the church and what I experienced in my own church experience. Over the last, I would say, 10 years, that just grew and grew. And about 4 to 5 years ago, I really started investigating this issue of discipleship, and I knew that that was the missing link. So at the height of the discontent, Brian Clark, another fellow pastor, invited me to meet with Bill Lonis about Narrow Gate and discipleship. And when Brian introduced it to me, he was kind of leery and said, you know, I don't know if you have time for this, and this may not be something that you're interested in. And he kept talking it down over and over again. But once he explained to me what it was about, I said, yes, absolutely. I said, I'll meet with Bill. And he said, well, don't say yes yet, you know, pray about it. I was like, well, I won't say yes right now, but I'm telling you I'm going to say yes, because this is what I've been looking for years. And so for the past 2 years, we have met once a month trying to figure out what the discipleship pathway would be for each one of our individual churches. They walked us through this whole process of creating our own discipleship pathway for our context, using the Bible and biblical principles and Jesus's method of disciple making as the pattern for what we would create for this point. And then for this next year, Narrow Gate will be walking alongside with us here at the church, and as we implement our discipleship pathway. One of the things that impresses me about Narrow Gate is that they're not concerned just about their own personal ministry, that they're kingdom minded, and that they are concerned about the kingdom as a whole. So everything that they do is not just for the benefit of the ministry. It helps the ministry, but it's for the kingdom of God to spread the good news of the gospel, not only in our community, but all over the world.